Hey, Akali, you ready for this?
Hi, I'm Michael Lo, the writer for True Damage Ekko, here with rapper thutmose.
What's up?
We're here chatting about his work as the voice for True Damage Ekko.
I combine time and rhyme like a mastermind.
What was it like working on this project? What first appealed to you about it?
Just do something different than I'm accustomed to. Something I've never done before. Always wanted to get into acting, and then this is kind of like in that realm, you know, of what voicing over a character is so cool to actually try it out for the first time. So I think that really excited me about the process, you know, and also Ekko's story. I think it's really dope.
How was your experience doing voice acting? How is it compared to being in the studio and making music?
Very similar, like surprisingly, because a lot of times, you know, when it comes to music, it's not what you're saying, it's how you're saying it. And it's like the delivery. Like if you're trying to be a little more emotional, you usually use a certain kind of tone. You know, I'm trying to be a little aggressive, I got to go in there and like growl and like do crazy shit, you know. So voiceover is just like trying to tap into the emotions, some of the actions, or just kind of like the braggadocious kind of stuff. It's very similar, you know, the approach of execution.
You ain't nothing but dirt on my shoulder.
We loved how you brought your own personal flavor and brought his character to life. So is there anything specific that you latched onto in Ekko's story that allowed you to do that?
Besides him being a genius. I know his story is like he grew up like in a very tough place. And then he was able to make the most out of everything he had, you know. So I think it's a very like relatable story. His family like me was come from Nigeria, grew up in Brooklyn. And I've always been like into like computers and like, you know, I used to study computers back in school. So it's a lot of things about his story that seems very relatable to me, and also I think could relate to a lot of other kids like around the city. They're just like not as privileged, you know, but still come up with amazing stuff.
Got him.
We've always wanted Ekko, especially in this version of him, to, you know, he's a prodigy, he's talented, but he kind of realizes he has a lot of hard work to do to get to the top, but he knows he can get there. Like,
exactly. The number one thing you always need to have as an artist is the self-belief in yourself before anything else. Because like if you don't believe in yourself, who's gonna believe in you?
For sure.
It makes it really hard to like wake up every day and keep doing what you have to do, you know? To me, I look at life as like, with the glass like half full, kind of like, you know, so try to keep it positive and just believe in myself, you know.
For me, this is one of the coolest things I've had the chance to work on at Riot. Like being a hip hop fan most of my life, and a lot of kids, like growing up, I had notebooks filled with like rhymes and stuff, and you freestyle during passing periods and things like that, but it has been an incredible experience to actually be able to write for a professional rapper like yourself. Like,
at the end of the day, when we create for ourselves, but ultimately for like everybody else to consume it. So the end goal is just like trying to make sure everybody could enjoy it.
I think players will love their voice in the game.
Hey, I'm looking forward to hearing my voice, you know.
This will be something special.
It hasn't fully set in yet, but I think once I see it in the grand scheme of it, by the end goal, at the end of the day, it's gonna be really sick.
With this being your first time doing VO, and you know, we were so lucky to have you, like, would you want to do something like this more in the future? Yeah,
absolutely. Like, I'm for sure doing more stuff like this. It's an amazing opportunity. Being able to be a part of something so cool and just be able to like curate the experience for gamers. I love the entire experience, and for sure I want to do it again.